lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's 1st of November and I am finally getting around to uploading my first autumnal nail design and the first design video using the Gemmas acrylic range. Whew. So first up, I'm just giving the lovely Tammy, my flexi hand, a little bit of a clean using the Gemmas Suzie Sanitiser. I just love the bottle, that's why I wanted to get it in the video. And now, as I do with all my designs, starting off with my thin clear base, and for this I'm using Crystal Clear and of course Melody Monomer, which is what I'm using throughout the design. Now I've been having a little bit of a play with the Gemmas acrylic range before uploading this first video. Yeah, sorry, I've been unwell and you know me, other things get in the way of me uploading videos, but I've got a few designs to share with you and I'm absolutely loving this system. You know, hand on heart, I mean that, not just as an ambassador, but I mean that as an acrylic tech. It's beautiful to work with. Getting into the design part of this set, on the ring finger and the middle finger I am using Peachy Peach. This is beautiful cover peach acrylic. This is slightly more peachy in tone to pinky pink. It says it on the name. And I'm going to just do a full nail of this on those two nails. So I'm making sure I've got all the structure in place. So I'm just getting that apex in, just pulling the product down the nail. I won't need to do anything more on these two nails except file them because it's a strength powder, and that's it. So as you see, I'm just going in with second bead, blending it back into the first, and then just pulling the product down to the very tip of this nail, using the brush to do all the work to minimize filing time, just patting it down, making sure I've got enough thickness at the tip so it's not going to break, because with stilettos you do run that risk of it breaking. And then just going back, checking the whole of the nail, making sure I've got coverage where I need it, making sure I've got strength where I need it, and just adding a bit more if I need to. Once I'm happy with that, I'll leave it alone, let it set, and move on, do exactly the same on the ring finger. So I'm not going to explain what I'm doing there, just going to get on with it. So how have you all been? I know it's been a while. I've had really exciting things going on. I don't really have much going on in my life, as you all know, but I've had cricket club dinner, so that's taken a bit out of me. Bit of a chesty infection-y type thing, and course of steroids. That's good, but I'm back. It's autumn. I love autumn. It's my absolute favourite season. Going into winter, which I love for nail designs. Can't wait to start doing some wintry designs. Oh. Got some full-blown mojo going on at the moment. I've been doing some more swatches for Gemmas, so I'm kind of in the zone. So yeah, I'm going to be better. I know I say this all the time. I'm going to try and be better. And put aside like a day where I get the videos that I've recorded onto my computer to edit and voice over, because that's what I'm worst at, is just leaving them for ages on my phone. So will be better, must do better. So just finishing off this nail now. Yep, just making it look very, very pretty. Trying to get as much of the shape with the brush as well. So again, I'm wanting to do as much as I can with the brush, so I've got less filing to do. So yeah, patting, pulling the product, getting those sides in nice and neat, you know, all that. Probably a little bit faffing now, but it wouldn't be a me video if there wasn't a little bit of faffing. Oh god, let's see, really faffing. I prefer to make sure I've got too much than too little. Again, that's just me faffing, being particular. But now we're happy, we're going to add some glitter. So from Gemmas Glitters at the Nail Team, this is Hickory. I love this one. This is sort of a black copper mix. It's fine. Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, look at that. If nothing else, that just screams autumn. So teeny tiny bead of clear acrylic, into that glitter, and I'm just doing a little bead on the pinky at the cuticle, making sure it's nice and neat with the coverage, no little gaps, nice and neat, pressing it down, tidying it up, and then I'm just going to fade it down the nail slightly. I'm going to do something else at the tip, so just going to fade it down a little way, patting it down all the time because this is near the cuticle. We don't want to have any bulk for when we come to cap. And then on this finger, which is the index finger, I am going to do exactly the same, except I can do a full nail of this. So again, starting with a smaller bead and making sure I've got that cuticle nice and neat. I want to pat it down. I want to make sure there's no gaps in the coverage. And then once I'm happy with that cuticle line, we'll go in with another bead and we'll start pulling it down the nail. And I'm just feathering it down the nail with the tip of my brush because I don't want to move the glitter that I've already placed. I just want to pull down the excess. Does that make sense? That makes me sound really professional, I think, when, you know, I'm just making it up as I go along. Standard procedure, really. So just getting that right down to the very tip, a little touch more, patting it down, and then we're going to leave that to set before capping it. Hate capping glitter while it's still movable because I just ruin it. Look at that glitter. Oh, it's so pretty. Underuse that one. From the new Falling Leaves glitter acrylic collection, I've got Autumn. This one is beautiful. You have to see it to believe it, so let's show you it. So this is a glitter mix. We've got dots, we've got flowers, we've got, oh, look at that. And the colours I thought matched that hickory really nicely. So I'm going in with that just at the tip on that pinky, just fading it down over where I've done that hickory. I still want to see the hickory at the cuticle, and I just want this at the tip. I did the same on the thumb, but because it's the same I didn't keep it in the video. So I'm just patting that glitter down, using the tip of the brush to move it into place so I haven't got any gaps and I've got it where I want it and I've not got any bulk, you know, all the stuff that I normally do. And now this is the acrylic design fully laid. So the next thing I need to do is encapsulate these in my crystal clear acrylic. Make sure everything is fully covered. Make sure I've got all the apex in the correct place, the structure, and then I will file them to shape. I'm going to do all of that off camera because, you know, it's much easier for me and I like to sit in bed and file. I don't know if I've ever told you that, but that's what I do. It's much more comfortable. And then once these are filed and looking lovely, we're going to come back and finish the design. So here are the nails. They are freshly filed and oh, they are looking sexy if you ask me. There is something particularly sexy about a freshly filed nail in my opinion. Possibly because the design is starting to come together. But now we need to give them a good clean, get rid of any excess dust, so give them a brush off, then go over with some cleanser. And then I have got these beautiful decals from Decal by Design. These were from the September VIP pack. £10 for a pack of exclusive decals each month. It is well worth the money, I highly recommend. And I'm just snipping around the pumpkins that I want to use with my Katie Barnes form tailoring scissors, pop them on a wet sponge, and we're just going to leave them there until we're ready to apply. So here I'm using Betty. This is Betty Base from Gemmas. Love Betty if I want to apply a decal on an acrylic nail like this. And I'm just applying it. I'm not going right to the cuticle. You will see why. And then I can cure for 60 seconds. And now we have a tacky nail to apply the decals to, which is what you really want. Now I didn't go right to the cuticle with Betty because A, those decals are only little and they're going at the tip. So I didn't really need to. And B, all will be revealed soon. So we're just very gently with my tweezers and my fingers going to slide the decal off the backing paper. We can do this so gently all the time because I'm known to rip them, smoosh them, tear them, everything. Then I'm going to lay them onto that tacky layer where I want it. It was a bit off centre, but I wasn't about to start moving it because that could have ended in disaster. And then just gently pressing it down, patting it down. I don't want to push because I don't want to smush it, I don't want to tear it. I'm just patting it down so it's nice and flat on the nail. Don't want any sort of folds or anything. And then I'm just going to leave that for now and move on. Now, this is why I didn't put Betty at the cuticle, because I'm going to apply a little tiara of crystals and they stick much better to the filed nail and nothing else. So I've got a selection here of golds and browns to match the colours in the glitters and in those pumpkin decals. And I'm just going to do a little bit of, as I said, a tiara at the cuticle on these two nails, using the Chiara Sky Dip Base as my adhesive, because this way they will last forever. I am just taking extra care not to touch the pumpkin decals while I do this, because this is me and there's every chance I would smush it or tear it if I did, so extra careful. Exactly the same on the other nail. I think I just alternated the colours, so I did the dark in the middle and then, whereas, I don't know, I can't remember, I just have to check the finished design anyways. So I'm just going to finish applying these little crystals and then we are ready to top coat. So here we have Tina, good old Tina top, my Gems top coat, and I am going to apply a nice coat of this on top of all of the nails and just look at those glitters come to life. Oh, they are beautiful. Going right up to the crystals but not on top of them because that could ruin the finish of them. We don't need to, but if we get right up to them and allow the top coat just to get into any little gaps, it'll add extra security to those crystals. Nice floaty coat of that over top of the decals. If I was doing this on a natural person, I would double top coat those decals, but Tammy doesn't need that. We're going to cure for 60 seconds and here the finished design. I love it. It's so simple. It is so not me. It's simple, but it's got glitter, it's got crystals, it's autumnal, it's everything I love. It's just simple, but I love it. I really hope you do too. You could matte top coat those middle ones as well. That would be quite nice. Anyways, that's my first autumnal design of the year. So pleased with it. I've got more to share. So I need to sort of get on with editing those right away. Make sure you check out the description box because I'll pop all the product details and the links in there so you can remind yourself of what I've used. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again very soon. Bye! Mwah!